Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, definitely feel free to subscribe, and at the end of this video also don't forget to comment, like and share. So today my video is going to be about getting to know me. Like I already said in my last video, I already had one on my channel, but I deleted them and because I wanted to start all over again. So I'm going to do this video one more time just to get to you to get to know me. So I have a few questions that I put off the internet just to kind of guide me through this video, and also just to give you guys an idea of who you're watching and what to expect. Okay, so I've got 14 questions. I don't know if that's enough, but hopefully we can get through them and any other thing that comes to the top of my head while I make this video. Okay, so the first question I have is, what is your full name? So my full name is Lily Asafo Ejay. Lily Asafo Ejay. So my name is actually hyphenated. I have a lot of people asking me, is it my mom and my dad's name put together? And no, it's just one name. My dad's last name is Asafo Ejay, so that's how I got the last name. So it's hyphenated, although sometimes people leave it out. I just can't mention it, but it's alright. So my full name is Lily Asafo Ejay. The second question is, are you named after anyone? So yeah, actually my first name was named after this woman my dad worked for. I don't remember the entire story why I was named after her, but the basic concept about the name being given to me was that she was a really good woman, and somehow she had an impact on my dad, and they used to be work colleagues or something like that. So yeah, so I was named after her. So what does your name mean? I don't know what the last name means, Asafo Ejay. I really don't know. But my first name, Lily, I mean, most people know my name simply mean, when I Google it, it says it's a flower. So there's some flower named Lily. So I guess that's the basic meaning for my name. So the next question is, where are you from? So originally I am from Ghana, West Africa. So it's along the coast, and in Ghana there are 10 regions, and I come from the eastern region. So the Odumase, the Somanya, and that Timpoku area thereabouts. So that's where I'm from. So I'm from Krobo Odumase. So I'm a Krobo, and Sarkodie, you should be careful. Okay. My next question is, where do you live? So basically I'm in Seattle, Washington. If you're watching from out of state, I'm from Seattle, Washington, and yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say about where I live. So I'm in Seattle, Washington, so that's basically it. Where were you born? So I was born in Accra. There's this hospital called Police Hospital. So people who are from Ghana and are familiar with Accra will probably know there. So that's where I was born, in Accra, in Ghana. So the next questions I have, they're kind of out of place, but I'm just gonna I don't know if I have to go in order or anything like that, but I'm just gonna choose them out of random. So do you have kids? No, I don't have kids. When was the last time you cried? Maybe a few months back. Yeah, I had a cry, and that's a story for another day. Do you use sarcasm a lot? I tend not to be sarcastic because I feel like I'm a very serious person, and sometimes I take things very serious. I don't know, but if I don't know you to be very funny or very sarcastic, there's some things you might say and I'm gonna just read it in a very different way. So on my part, I try not to be like that towards people, because then it's gonna be like that relationship that we have, or you can joke about some things and I can joke about some things, but then there's this one thing you're gonna say someday and I'm gonna be very, very angry about it. So I tend not to be sarcastic. I'm very straightforward. I like to say things as it is, and I'm very careful when I try to be very careful when I'm speaking to people so I don't offend them, because in reverse, if someone just says anything to me and I'm not sure if they're being sarcastic or they're joking about it, I might take offense from it. So I tend not to be sarcastic. So that's about me. So what's the first thing you notice about people? The first thing, I think it's very weird, but the first thing I notice about people is their teeth. I know it's very weird, but that's it. I don't know. Anytime I look at someone, I'm just like looking at their teeth, especially if it's someone, okay, you potentially be attracted to. The moment I see you, I kind of read, and I'm like, the first thing I'm looking at is your teeth. I don't know. I don't have any reason, but that's like my number one thing I'm looking out for. So, yep. What is your eye color? My eye color, I think it's brown. So yeah, my eye color is brown. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next question. Again, I'm pulling this from Google, so there are a lot of questions on there. I'm trying to kind of pick out from them. Are you a fan of any sports team? Unfortunately, no. I'm not like rooting for any team. I'm just like, okay, I just go with the flow, whatever comes out of it. That's it. Have I been part of any sports? Have I done any sports? Yes, I have. Actually, when I was in junior high and in high school, I did track. So I did the 100-meter and the 4x100-meter races. So yeah, I stopped into my senior year because I feel like I started gaining muscles and I kind of look like so I stopped. Are you a dog person or cat person? Definitely not a cat person, but not too crazy about dogs. I've had my own experiences with dogs. When they're walking around and they're minding their own business, we can be in the same atmosphere. But as long as they're not close to me and barking at me like they're ready to jump on me, okay, then we've got a problem. So I'm not too crazy about dogs. I will definitely not own either a cat or a dog, but I'm okay when they're around, they're in their own space. We kind of all mind our own business, and then that's cool. Okay. Are you scared of heights? No, I don't think I'm scared of heights. I'm pretty okay. Pretty okay. So, what is one item you can't leave at home? I feel like I'll be okay leaving my phone at home if I'm going to work. That's okay. I feel like I'll be fine leaving my phone at home, but I really haven't had that that event where I left my phone or my purse. It's like it's all in one place, so when I'm going out I just kind of like grab everything, and I don't remember a time where I've had to leave something. We'll probably say I can't leave without my debit card. So yeah, I can leave my phone at home. I just need my debit card, because you know, you never know what's gonna happen when you're out there. There's gonna be that one time where you need money or something. So definitely that will be one thing, one item I don't think I'll be able to leave at home. I have to take it with me. What is your favorite color? So my favorite color, I can't really say like this is my all-time favorite color. It's like something that I have a lot of, but every time I get my nails done, I tend to go with the color purple or lavender, just because it goes with my skin color, I feel like. So with lipsticks, I tend to go for purple, plum, or yeah, lavender. It's just I feel like it complements my skin, and that's why I'm so drawn to it. But besides that, I don't even know if I have any purple clothes or lavender stuff. It's just the one color I tend to draw to, especially when it comes to getting lipstick and getting my nails done. So that's it. Let's see. Do you have a best friend? If so, then who? I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a best friend, but I do have close friends. Because I feel like if you have to be best friends with someone, it has to be some sort of an agreement or something like, okay, you're my best friend, I'm your best friend, you have you share all your secrets with and stuff like that. But I won't definitely say I have one. I just have close friends where we do stuff on and off, we talk on and off, that type of thing. So yes, there is it. So do you have a tattoo? I do not have a tattoo. Yeah, I don't have a tattoo. Do you have any birthmarks? If so, where? Yes, I do have a birthmark, and I get a lot of people asking me, when did you get burned? I'm like, no, it's actually been there ever since I was born, and it's a birthmark. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's actually on my right arm. Maybe those of you who know me might have noticed it, but there it is. We've got like hair on it. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. So I kind of like it. So there. What was your favorite subject in high school? So in high school in Ghana, it was kind of like going to college, that type of thing, because you had to like choose a course that you were going to do. And moreover, most people go to high schools far away from their home. So I went to high school in the Volta region, and initially I wanted to do general arts. It's kind of like the one subject like everybody went for, because my initial goal was to be a lawyer, but I realized I really don't talk that much, and I can't argue a lot, like face to face argue. If I have to write it, yes, I will argue with you in writing, but in speech I won't argue with you because it's too much work for me. So yeah. So then I decided to do business, because the school that I went to didn't have general arts. So I did business in school, and it was like business accounting. My favorite subject, I would say, was cost accounting. Cost accounting was very fun. One, because the teacher who taught us was really good. Like the whole class was like on point. Every time it was the time for cost accounting, we were all happy, because he would teach you to an extent where you would understand. And you know how when you, especially with math, when you kind of figure out how it works, you get the answer, you're able to get the card and do all those tricks and come at the final answer, you feel good about it. So it was kind of nice with him being able to get to that point with us teaching a whole class of about 50 people, and it was like a challenge. Every time he put a question on the board, everybody's like in a rush to get the answer because you want to be, and it was kind of like a good feeling. So it was kind of interesting. So yes, cost accounting was my favorite subject. I think the next question you're saying my worst high school subject was financial accounting. So it's funny how I liked cost accounting, but financial accounting was so boring, and there were so many formulas you had to know, and that just was too much. I mean, you use the table and the formula to get to the end, like using the questions and these additional information on the side you have to use and all of that. You get to it and you find out the answer you're having is wrong. Plus, teacher that taught us, he was very scary. No kidding, he was very scary. Every time he was coming around, the whole class was like, okay, this man is coming out. You know that feeling where you're very scared of this one teacher. So yeah, I think it wasn't just for me, it was for the whole class. Like his style of teaching didn't do well for us. So everybody, I mean, if you're obviously not doing well at something, you're gonna hate it. So I liked cost accounting, but I hated financial accounting. So let's see, let me find some other question here. So I'm just gonna end with a few more questions just to kind of like give you some something to end the video. So my next question is, what app do you use the most? I would say Candy Crush. It's my #1 app. It's like my go-to, my chill and wind app to go to, kind of like relax, play videos, challenge. Like I like the challenge of, okay, I need to move on to the next stage, and there are some stages you get there and you're like, I can't move on, but I still keep moving. So it's like my #1 app that I use the most. What are my hobbies? I feel like this question should have come up early on in the video, but my hobbies, in my free time, I usually either watch a movie. If you're on my Instagram and my Snap, you see that I post a lot of me dancing to a lot of songs. So yeah, I like listening to songs and jamming to them, or sleep. So I don't know if sleeping is a hobby, but yeah, if I'm not doing either of those, either singing or watching a movie or dancing or editing a video or pictures, yeah, then I'm gonna sleep, or if I'm not at work. So yeah, and my other hobby on the side is I do photography. I'm trying to build a portfolio, if we can say that. So I do photography on the side. I don't call myself a pro yet, because I feel like there's so many things I need to know to get to that point. And even if those who are pro, they still learn every now and then, but I feel like I'm not at that level yet, because I'm trying to still work on taking photos and all the stuff that comes with it. So my last question I probably will end with is, what are your favorite things about yourself? Favorite thing about myself. I like the fact that I'm very easygoing. I feel like I'm not too hype. Like I'm not too hype. I'm very laid back, and I'm quiet most of the time. But the one thing I find really crazy is that although I'm very quiet and laid back, I like to be in places where their noise around me. So not necessarily me being part of all the hype and the noise and the loudness and all of that. I just want to be in there and kind of just sit and watch and kind of just observe what's going on. It's just like how I want. So I just like, most times I'm like in the car and I'm like, my music is so loud and I'm just quiet, and then I just like it, and I feel like it's relaxing for me somehow. So it kind of helps me kind of think about all the things that are going on in the world and in my life. So yeah, that's one thing I like about myself. I am very laid back and very quiet. I keep to myself a lot, and I feel like that's probably good on most days. That's like how you would want to be, just laid back and listen more than talking, and I feel like that's how I am most of the time. So yeah guys, this brings me to the end of my video today. If you did have any question that I did not bring up, please do ask in the comment section below. That way I can answer that question for you directly. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Like I said, I have some stories I'm putting together that I want to share with you all. So definitely, if you're new here, like I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to subscribe, and then also share, comment, all of that good stuff.